What's up, YouTube? MCO40 here, bringing the long-awaited deck profile for Tele Gadget from my friend Justin from in Canada. The deck is starting to get like a little bit more popular, maybe that much, but it just depends. But first off, I have to give a shout out to Fiano Black. He's been perfecting the Black Wings, or something like that. I'm not fucking sure. He can complain to me at the end of this video, but he's got a very good perfecting segment going on over there. And if you're not watching mine and you want to go get another channel that's good like that, go check out Fiano. I highly recommend him. He's got a lot of good content, and he's just an amazing person. So, like I said, another perfecting this series, and I'm actually recommending this one. That's something I've never done before, so I do recommend that you guys do check him out strongly. His segment is good. He goes into more in-depth analysis than I do, just because of time restraints that I have to do this kind of stuff. But yeah, but here's the deck. It was created by Justin. I've been collaborating with him back and forth with his changes. I've been giving him my input and he's been giving me his. So yeah, let's get started. We have the two red gadgets, the two retarded yellow, and then the two awesome green. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You need the gadgets in order to do what the gadget deck does fucking best, and that's win games. It's a good strong +1 engine, and yeah, they might be little, but they do their job in the long run. So next up, two Cyber Dragons. Pretty self-explanatory. You need the beat stick in order to just get over things in the meta at the moment, and it forces bottomless when your opponent's not trap stunning you. Next up we have the Psychic Engine, which is pretty self-explanatory. Yes, you get quick synchro with the deck. It's very, very fast, and just the ability to be able to swarm an extra monster is something the gadgets normally don't have, and we get a 1900 potential monster. And for the idiot that says that Krebons isn't foreign, there you go. Just gotta point it out now. It's gonna bug me for the rest of the night if I don't. Two Caius. Caius is huge, especially when you protect your gadget for the turn, and Caius just goes to work. So very, very, very big monster, and in a format in which your opponent's is sitting trap stun and stuff like that, if you hit their Dark Soul and stuff like that, it just does damage to them, and they normally can't recover. Trago, huge ass. Gores, you like to live. With the amount of darks in the deck, we're playing Dark Armed. Very, very devastating. The fact that we can get this thing off is even more beneficial to gadgets, and I'm actually surprised in how good it is right now. So, Dark Arm Dragon is testing well right now. Gale, it's an additional tuner, and he does work against Stardust, but that doesn't really matter anymore. The Spy Engine. I'm being summoned. But, anyway, the Spy Engine of 3 spies and 1 Descendant. You can set your spies turn 1, and then Descendant comes out, or you can grab another spy and then synchro. It just gives you more options, and it especially lets you clear your back row, and it's easy Arcanite. And Arcanite is huge at the moment, especially, like I said, in a format where dedication to getting off your combo is a little bit harder. So as long as we can disrupt them, it's all good. So, and Spy has a huge ass. It actually does a lot of work against Black Wings, and I'm really surprised by that. 3-pot, 4-pot. These 3 pots are good. Gets our pieces together and gives us more speed. And then Avarice just makes the combo, like, once we go through spies and everything, it lets us recycle them. So it's a very good thing in the end. And then especially these pots, it just sets up our combo pieces and lets us get to the stuff that we need to go off next turn. 2 Smashing Ground. We're not playing 3 because of the room issue. We're already at 42, and that's not saying much because the theory of 42, 7th gadget is applying, I think. Yeah, it's 7th gadget. So the theory of 7th gadget is 42 divided by 7, and that's the number of cards left on how many gadgets you'll have left. So 6 gadgets divided by 42, 7. So every 7 cards you'll have a gadget. It's all mathematical theory. It's one of the oldest things that, like, we veteran players, or we veteran gadget players know about, but a lot of the new players don't know that the deck is all mathematical. So, like I said, Smashing Ground, we're not playing 3 because of room constraints, and the deck does do a lot more in battle than it normally does. Dark Hole, amazing staple, believe it or not. Monster Reborn, that set card. 2 Book of Moon. I wanted to play 3 of these, I just don't have the room at the moment, especially with my trap lineup the way it is. You'll see that once we get there, but Book of Moon is very, very, very good at the moment. I'm actually surprised on how amazing it is, but 2 is decent and 3 is good. Well, 3 is amazing, 2 is good, but 2 does work, so yeah. Double MST, this is needed, especially with the amount of stuff that we're playing to control the game. So you just have to play double MST. Like, I wanted to go 1, but I was highly advised against it, and I agree with him now that I've done it. So you gotta play 2. Mind Crush. Dust Shoot. People say that Dust Shoot's a terrible format. No, it's not. Most players will not set more than 2 cards because of the way the format is at the moment. They set too many Cold Wave, they get rid by Hyunle. They get Black Rosed, so a lot more players are being conservative, and this is where Dust Shoot comes in hand. And then Mind Crush, it's the anti-Dark Soul maneuver. So these 2 cards in combination are a good control engine. So draw them together, you're set. Torrential, Mirror Force, Solemn, Bottomless. Bottomless. We know why they're staples, everybody. And then only 2D prisons. Can't play 3, just because of the risk of the format. I mean, it's understandable. You set, it might go off, it might not go off. So, yeah. The biggest question somebody's going to ask is, why no Oppression? Oppression is sideboarded. The deck is more of a control, or more of a meta deck, believe it or not, in which the gadgets are using as a +1 acceleration engine, and then we're synchroing to control, and then we're using a little bit of this to, I guess, just do what we need to do. That's kind of why my older gadget theories were failing. It's because if you notice, Plant and Quick Draw and stuff like that, Embers, X-Sabers and stuff like that, they've evolved. They're playing an anti-meta engine, but they're playing more meta, and if you're playing a strict anti-meta engine, you can't adapt, which is very sad at the moment, but it's the true reality of it. You have to play some part of a meta engine in your deck while playing anti-meta, and then you have an evolution which occurs, and which you can have the 2 living in equilibrium. So that's how I guess you can succeed in this format. Side deck, extra deck, the only thing you guys need to know is Arcanite Magician and Darkon. So that's all you really need to know about the extra deck. Everything else is staple. Side deck. 2 Thunder Kings. You got to be able to keep up with anti-meta, and it gives you a chance to sideboard out your Spies and your Descendant and transform the deck into a whole nother theory. So Thunder King, it's good in the side deck. 2 Doom Calibers. Same thing, you're setting out your Spy engine most of the game because no meta crossout's probably going to come in. So you go aggro, and Doom Cal's a very strong anti-meta card. So once you're shifting your deck into another theme, it gives you more options, honestly. Double Crow and Bachelor. The thing with these 3 cards is they're countermeasures to the meta, stopping Debris Dragon, Bogart Knight, and Godham's E-Call and stuff like that. So they're there for the options if need be, and it's additional dark support. No mana cross out, we gotta hate them plants. Smashing Ground, in case we need the extra monster destruction, it's there. 2 Decree. I like being able to, well, the way the format is right now, I enjoy going aggro, and the way the sideboard is set up is, if my opponent's playing Decree, I don't really get hurt that bad. Like, I'm only playing maybe 9 traps at that, and I mean, I can board into Decree and just control the game through an aggro standpoint. And like, I can shift into anti-meta too. Like, the deck can go both ways, but it's in a medium right now, which is very, very good. So 2 Decree is better than 2 Dust Tornadoes for me at the moment, even though MSTs and shit are going around. Double Trap Hole for the Blackwing matchup. It's just needed. It's also for the Glad matchup, but if they've already established, you're done. And then 1 Oppression. Like I said, I can board into anti-meta. It's there in case I need it, and I'm thankful about that. So you gotta have these cards to go the mile. So there's the main and extra deck that everybody's been waiting for. Like I said, I'm trying to do as much updating on the deck as I can. I do want to play it in the regional in the end of the month, which is forever away, 25 days, fuck my life. But that's the next regional I actually get to play in over Thanksgiving break. So if you guys have any comments or concerns with the deck, leave a comment down below. I'd like to see what people think about the theory. Like I said, there's a lot of gadget evolving that is going to be happening over the course of this format, because we have to look at new, innovative ways in order to succeed. And I mean, this seems to be one of the best ways, because strict anti-meta won't cut it. Especially the theory that I have at the moment is with Heavy Storm banned, Gadgets needed Heavy Storm because we could play Starlight Road. It was a good card and it gave us pluses. We could also use Heavy Storm to our advantage, which made us a better anti-meta theory deck. And that's why anti-meta could work, was because Heavy Storm was in play. Now the Heavy Storm's gone, there's nothing that we can really do. And Cold Wave just shits on us because we don't have a lot of chainable cards. Because Yugioh doesn't do that. We have these two good chainable cards, we have these two, add a third book, and then maybe an econ, and that's your typical chainable lineup. That's all that we have that we can really chain. Oh, and I guess E-teleport. And one more thing, Krebons is really good this format. The fact that most X-Saber players are going to have to make Brionic on you just to get it out of the way is very, very, very good, and his 800 negation makes sure that you live through Cold Wave unless something devastating happens. So he's a very good card, and I don't understand why people don't see that at the moment, but it's Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, go check out Fiano down here, and link will be up here in Lalaland. I do want to hear what you guys have to say. Leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll try to keep you guys updated on this theory, on how it goes. I just wanted to get it out there, and I am sorry for the delay, but there wasn't much I could do about that. I've been busy with school, and yeah, and I've been trying to promote other people on my channel for when I don't have time to make a new video. So yeah, guys, I would appreciate the help on this deck. Try to give me good reasonings for some of the choices that you guys make. I just don't like to hear that somebody says, oh, this card's good. I'd like to hear a reasoning for that, because, you know what, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about backing up your ideas, and if you can't back up your ideas, you won't succeed in life. So yeah, sorry about the long-ass video, but take care, everybody. Peace.